What happens when a promoter texts you, I'm working on this event and we'd love to have a guitar player from the district play this beautiful and legendary status song. I thought of you, what do you think? And at the same time that I'm really excited to do it and even think to myself, I have the perfect guitar for it that I had made for these specific scenarios and you wouldn't even imagine, but I love the song and I've been wanting to cover it for years. There's only one problem. I look at my schedule and calendar and between work and all sorts of other projects, I only have a maximum of 10 days to work on it. Crazy, right? Perhaps. This is what this documentary is all about. This is an obvious example of what I like to call the autopilot syndrome. Nothing very crazy here. This might be the only time I have to practice.
I left my backpack at home.
My computer just can't handle it. You really can't tell I'm sick. So update, it sucks ass. It sounds really, really bad. Gonna have to figure out another solution. Alright, so this is not really the greatest update possible. This series has not been going on like I would like it to. I ended up coming home very late last night, like around 2 a.m. I went to bed around 3 because I had some other stuff to do. And yeah, now it's day 3. It's around 7 a.m. I ended up having some like family emergency stuff to work on today. Nothing like bad or crazy, just unexpected. And I'm probably going to be out for like most of the day, so I wanted to get up a little bit earlier so I can still practice the song a little bit. And since I don't have a lot of time, honestly, I think probably the best thing that I can do is like just get the song on and just jam onto it. Worst case scenario, if I fail at getting the song right and getting the 5 right, at least I can actively listen to it and try to get like maybe bit by bit. Also, this is no warm up on my guitar playing, nothing at all. Alright, so I'm not sure if I got this yesterday when I was practicing before lunch, but there's a bass note that I'm not quite getting here, and I want to stop and make sure I get it. Okay, it's a little bit before that. Okay. Okay, is that a flat 9? Alright. Didn't catch that the first time, so. Alright, so it's actually interesting. It's almost like a tritone substitution. I'm not sure if that's how they were thinking of it, but yeah, there's a section there where we move. Da 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 da. Alright, and don't judge my singing, okay? Don't judge my singing. It's early in the morning. I still have somewhat of a like lower morning voice, okay? So don't come at me. It's just a way for me to guide myself, okay? Don't judge me. I know you guys are gonna judge me like that. Don't judge me like that. So now I think maybe if I put on the song, I can accompany it. Alright, see, this is what I was talking about before. Yesterday it was more about jamming, get my fingers in the right place.
That's what she said.
This time it's about actually getting some of those chord shapes right, getting some of those bass notes right, and I guess the fact that I'm kind of running low on time doesn't help too much, but, like I said, these things matter. I actually figured out some, like, good improvements, and like I mentioned, this is one of those situations where probably since, like, yesterday, or even maybe the day before, but probably yesterday, I'm confident enough with my own ability, and I'm sure this is going to sound pretentious, but hear me out. I can't play the song right. But if I had to play this song right now for an audience, I could hack my way through it. It wouldn't be good. It wouldn't be faithful to the song. It wouldn't be respectful towards the composer's rendition. But I could hack my way through it. There's some little bits there that I still can't quite do, like... that moving from... It's not quite easy, and I'm using the open string, which for me feels like a cheat. Let me know if you guys feel like this too. When there's a song that you can do with open strings, you should use those open strings, right? But my brain doesn't work like that. My brain is much more like, imagine you weren't playing it in G, you were maybe playing it in B flat, and there's no open strings in B flat, so you have to go... See, that's where I went. I was relying on the open string, and when I had to go there back to the B flat, I wasn't prepared, and that's what I feel like, especially coming from like the background of playing in a bunch of rock bands over the years, and cover bands, and wedding bands. Sometimes the singer just ain't feeling good, and you kind of have to drop the key or raise the key sometimes. And when that is so, sometimes it's not in a good key for a guitar, like you're using open chords or whatever, and I always had to figure it out. And I think that's how I learned most of my caged shapes. Like if I was playing a D chord like this, and the singer was like, hey, can you drop that half a step? But nowadays, you can grab your quad cortex or your Digitech drop and just drop it digitally and play half a step down even though your guitar is tuned. And I don't think you should do that. If you want to do something like that, or even maybe... you kind of have to figure your way out around it, right? And I think that's where most of my chord vocabulary came from. And that B section... See, that's what I'm talking about. I'm at that point where I can probably figure out my way around the song and I can bullshit my way through, especially if I'm like playing solo. I dictate when the tempo is, well, when the beat is and what the tempo is, that more accurately saying. Because I can just delay things if I feel like I'm going too fast. I can always play the song a bit slower. And I don't think that's quite exactly what I want to do, because that feels a little bit lame. It's probably like my last resource. Like, if I end up not having enough time to practice this, or I get to a point where I'm not feeling crazy about my arrangement of the song, I can just probably just bullshit my way around it like that, just do that arrangement. See, that's where I went. I was too fast there. I should probably go a bit slower. Not only for practicing, but if I was going to bullshit my way around it, which I think is how I'm envisioning it right now. What if I had to bullshit the theme? That's probably going to be the title of this portion. Yeah, that sounds cool to do the little... See there, I fucked up the chords. See, that's what I'm talking about. I'm also uninspired and unrushed. But see that I screwed up that section because I kept repeating this diatonic drop instead of doing the one time just straight diatonic drop, then going just to the B flat and to the A minor 7 flat 5. That's still a thing that I'm failing at. And I actually watched this video recently, and I mentioned it in the first day update of Janek Gwizdala. He was playing with these other crazy musicians for a video where they were covering, in their own style, Black Hole Sun. They were covering Soundgarden, and there was a point in there where, not sure if it happens in the video or if it happens in the Janek Gwizdala podcast where he reacted to the whole experience, where he was mentioning that the piano player, there was this section before the chorus that he would always forget to play, right? And sometimes musicians have different character flaws and different skill issues. And in the case of that one musician, who's clearly a great, awesome musician, better than I am, even a well-rounded musician sometimes has these character flaws. And sometimes, in my case, I struggle with memorizing certain parts according to my own muscle memory. Because I've been adapting these own chord positions and chord shapes and bass notes to my own playing, sometimes I get this muscle memory from other things that I've done before, which if you want to be loyal to the original version, it's not really right? And I remember in Janek's video, he was telling the piano player, like, man, listen, at this point, you just gotta notate that shit down and write it on paper so you never forget about it, or you're looking at it as it happens. You can't just forget about it. We're ruining takes. We're losing time, right? And I think it's probably the same thing here. If I was going to play this live right now, I'd probably take a piece of paper with me, probably with just like an asterisk and be like, don't forget about the fucking A minor 7 flat 5, something stupid like that. Or even maybe, don't forget the B flat, you dumbass. It would be probably good enough for me to remember, and maybe even having the little paper on the floor that says that, just that paper existing would probably make me remember. Now, since I don't have to play the song right now for a live audience, I'll probably just keep practicing it, and I'll probably remember it as time goes, and I'll probably be better at it as the time goes. And not forgetting about that section and that variation and doing it myself as it should be just ends up being muscle memory, which is hopefully what you want. But yeah, gotta go. I'll try to do a little bit of another update later today if I can, depending on what time I get back. But yeah, I actually got more than 20 minutes done, but yeah, I'm late and I still haven't had breakfast, so I gotta go. I did indeed come back and practice the song a lot. In fact, I just grabbed some YouTube videos and I even filmed some of it, but it kind of just ends up as a time lapse. There's not anything super interesting going on, unless you want to see me playing and practicing the song while reacting to some sort of Iron Mouse video, which, who knows, maybe one day it can be some sort of like OnlyFans exclusive content. There was a lot of prosecution and censorship. The point of this series is not to talk or analyze the movie, but I think there are some important pieces of information here that are pretty relevant. I'll just be practicing. Still during a period of dictatorship in Portugal. While a bit weird even for today's standards, probably until I get like ultimately bored, you don't even need to break down the two riffs in order to associate those feelings, at the same time being very disrespectful. Hello there. So I don't know if you know, but this is part of a documentary I made. Now, you can hypothetically just wait a couple of days until a new shorter video where it's all segmented down will come out, or you can just go into my YouTube channel and watch the full documentary, which was honestly how I envisioned this content to go, but not everyone's going to go watch a long documentary, so yeah, either go watch the documentary or just wait a couple of days. Don't forget to leave your thoughts in the comment section below, and leave a like, comment, subscribe, follow, and stay tuned for more if you want to indeed stay tuned for more.